according to the Saskatchewan Indian Cultural Center website, they believed that that wearing blankets could actually be spiritual events, and they would wear the blankets during all their dances, and to them that was like the blanket taking its own life form. So today I will be teaching you all how to make a easy no-sew tie fleece blanket. So my purpose is obviously to demonstrate how to make a no-tie blanket. So in my speech, I will be talking about the steps in order to put together your very own tie blanket. So first, I will discuss how to select your fabric, and then I will discuss how to lay them down upon each other, and third, I will discuss how to tie the edges. So first, I'm credible to give this speech because I have done intensive research on this topic, and I have done a number of my own tie blankets. So first, I will be discussing how to select your fabric. So fabric can be purchased at multiple different stores, and especially Joann Fabrics is really well known for this. And I actually purchased mine at Walmart. So today I'll be using my fleece that is about 2 yards, but due to the space I will only be using half of it. As you can see, I already started one side. So each piece is about 2 yards in length, and you'll want to use at least 2 blankets so that in the end you can have one big blanket when you tie it together. According to one of the tutorials I found on how to make a fleece blanket on WikiHow, it said that you can pick between 1.5 to 3 yards, and 1.5 is about good enough for a throw blanket, while 3 yards can be good enough for a twin size bed. And you want to pick 2 contrasting fabrics like I did here, so I picked owls and the stripes, and some people can also pick just the solid colors. So first, and now that I have discussed how to select the fabric, I will discuss how to put the fabric down. So you want to lay the fabric down on the table, and you want to make sure that you can get all the creases and edges down. And you want to lay them down one at a time. So you lay the first one down, and you'll get all the creases and edges out. And you want to make sure that when you lay the second one down, you can line up the edges perfectly so that when you make your cut, it's a little more equal to one another. So once you lay them down, you'll equal up your edges so that you can make the cuts. And what I saw on a YouTube tutorial from Sewcraftastic, you want to actually lay them down and then put them about 1.5 inches over the edge together. And you always want to make sure that you cut them together so that they're always equal. And when you lay them down, you'll want to cut. Another easy way is to always, if you need help holding it down, you can always pin it down, but obviously I'm not going to be pinning it down. So you'll take it with your dominant hand, which in this case is my left hand, and you'll hold the blanket like this, and you want to hold it tightly so that it doesn't fray and then the edges don't match up at the end, because I've had that happen once or twice. And then you just make the cut down the edge. Probably also prefer that when you buy your scissors, you buy specialized fabric scissors so that the cut comes out a little cleaner. So now that you've cut off the one edge, you can move on to the next step, which now that I have talked about laying it down, you can move on to how to make the ties on the side. So what you want to do is get the sides put together more tightly and bring them together to the edge, and you want to make about a 4-inch cut into the corners so that the edges can be more rounded, which I actually found on History of Pendleton blankets, that they actually wanted your blankets to be more rounded so that they could cover your body and give you more of a closer hug. And then you cut the 4-inch sides So after you've done that, you'll make the incisions on the side, and you'll make about 10 to 12 on down each side. And you'll do it about 4 inches in so that they are more uniform and they can tie up easier. So you'll just do them down the side until you're finished. So you can do half. And then for like just extra security, you'll want to put them down onto the side and tie them twice, just because they're less apt to fall out that way. And when you're going through, you're going to notice that they kind of bunch up together, so it's going to be a lot harder. And what you want to do as you're going down is just gently like tug at it so they come apart a little less, and then you'll have a bigger blanket to work with. So in conclusion, I have talked about how to purchase your materials for the blanket, how to lay the blanket down, and how to cut your blanket to ensure the proper ties are made. I'd like to leave you with this one quote I found. Some people are like patches to our punctured blankets. They don't last forever, but they sure help us get us through a cold winter.